Okay, we've got a veto mode game here. The cards are Seller, Harem, Horde, Horse Traders, Merchant Ship, Noble Brigand, Noble Smugglers, Tactician, Talisman, Torturer, and Watchtower. I'm going to go ahead and ban Smugglers here because I have first player, and I happen to know that Smugglers is one of the very few cards which exhibits a noticeable true second player advantage. Gonna go ahead and pick up a silver here. Torturer chains are possible with the aid of nobles, but I'm not too terribly worried about that. I don't think it's probably very reliable in order to be able to pick them up here. My plan on this board, Horse Traders will help me get to 5, but will be pretty lousy card after not that long, and I would prefer to be getting to 6 more often here in the early going. So that's why I've opted for silver instead. Now, my plan is to pick up a merchant ship or 2 on 5s, a horde on my first couple of 6s that don't have hordes in them, and then on all subsequent 6s I'm going to be buying nobles. So I want to basically use these nobles as smithies, mostly. He's picked up a torturer. Now I do think Horde is a terribly overrated card. I also think it's not all that good in, especially not all that good in colony games, but given the presence of nobles, given the presence of harem to a lesser extent, I think it's a quite reasonable card to get early on here, because a nobles and a gold is a great deal. Now he has picked up a couple of duchies here, which is probably not the best thing for him. I'm going to go ahead and keep picking up these merchant ships with relative impunity here. He's about due to hit me with another torturer, if I recall correctly. So I am going to go ahead and discard these 2 coppers here. It was a consideration to pick up the curse, but I'm happy with my decision. Platinum, and fairly soon here, it is going to be time for me to green fairly hard. There goes the last nobles. I'm going to pick up another gold here. And a colony for sure. Especially with the horde in hand. It's pretty much a no-brainer. Now, I do believe I have a significantly higher quality deck than he does here, as well as being, you know, significantly ahead at this point. Now, he's taken a Noble Brigand, which is an interesting little ploy. Great time for him to hit me with a Torturer. No pain at all. And now a little bit of an interesting decision whether I want Platinum or Province here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Province at this point in the game. I think my merchant ships and the number of golds that I have really ought to be greening more than anything here. No-brainer to Province there. I'm definitely going to be able to hit a colony on this coming turn. Definitely want to take all that in order to maximize my cycling. And I want harem over duchy here because there's a decent chance that I'll come back around. And it's only one difference in victory points, which is unlikely to be super significant at this point in the game. Another great time for him to be hitting me with the torture. So I am getting a bit lucky on that. There's a colony for him. There's a retaliatory colony from me. I've got a 14-point lead here. If he's able to hit me with a torture on this turn, I think I have to pick up the curse so that I'll be able to maintain my province integrity on the next turn. The curse won't actually hurt me that much. It's mostly you know, just one victory point at this point. Now he's able to tie the game here if he can get the last colony. And he was, so we've got a tie. And, well, that harem against duchy ended up making a difference in the end. But them's the shakes.